Let's talk about my basket of shame, and this is only going to be eyeshadows, as I do have other products like lip products. Oh, do I have lip products? But that's not really something I talk about on my channel a lot, so I figured you weren't really interested and you really only wanted to take a sneak peek into what eyeshadow I have that I have not yet made any content with. And I was inspired by Jamila. She did this recently, and it was so much fun to watch, and it's also really good to just in general get a gauge on what everyone wants to see. What should I prioritize? I do have some really new releases, so by the time you're seeing them I might already be kind of starting to film with them potentially. I really want to know which of these palettes, or maybe none of them, you would like to see content with, so let's just jump right into it. I'm going to talk about the newest palettes first. If I counted correctly, there's 16 palettes and then I have some other like eyeshadow sticks and single eyeshadows as well to talk about. So, and brands are just releasing constantly, and it's really impossible to keep up with, to create content with detail swatches, comparisons, looks. Let's just get right into it. So first up, I have the Ensley Rain palette that actually just got revealed yesterday, and it is the Nutty by Nature. It's a little squirrely guy on the front, and it is a 6-pan palette, and I believe this one's going to retail for $30. So let me know if you would like to see content with this one. Should I do a reel? Should I do a YouTube video? Or should I do like a 3 palettes, 1 video kind of look? It's a cute neutral color story, and I believe there's going to be 5 other palettes like this. They're going to be launching a palette every month, and I received this one in a PR. And the next palette I did purchase myself. It is the Mini Charms palette, and it's from Beauty Bay. I don't remember the last time I actually tried a Beauty Bay palette, but this is a cute little 9-pan, smaller pans of some shimmery shadows, and I'm just so excited to dip into it. I already took some B-roll, so actually let me just touch these. Okay. Ooh, okay, not bad. I'm really excited to film with this. Well, wait just a minute. I think this is like $12. I'm actually really curious how this will compare to the LH Cosmetics quads, but look at that. I mean, for the price, they don't feel like squishy or anything like that. They feel maybe just like a little bit slick, but from just watching, I'm pretty impressed. So next is a collaboration palette between Shellwe Makeup and Freya, and it's called the Somber Garden. I mean, artwork is so beautiful, a little appreciation. And then here's the color story, very grungy. Definitely love the tones in here, but I'm not gonna swatch this one quite yet. There's also a little split liner, which has super cute little packaging. And this one, oh, the tones in this one, so grungy and so beautiful. Look at that. As duo cheek and lip. For a second I thought this would be eyeliner, but it's actually a matte duo cheek and lip mud. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm not sure if I would use these on my cheek particularly, but definitely on the lips would be really cool. I did also pick up the new Nomad and Chicago Speakeasy palette. Oh, it's so cool. Really beautiful packaging. And this one looks like we have some multi-chromes. I love the color story of this. It is so beautiful, and I'm so excited to dip into these. I don't want to touch them yet though, because I need to take pictures first. And then the other palette I picked up when it launched, which is at this point a couple of months ago, was the Fiji 5 Lake palette. Again, packaging 10 out of 10. And this color story is such a fun one. I think it's a little bit unconventional, but I feel like it reflects the cover and just the vibe so well. And I'm very excited to dip into it. The shimmers look super shiny, especially this one and this one. I have 2 palettes from Kryptein Cosmetics. We have the, what's this one? Atlantis palette. Super beautiful. Slightly monochromatic blue palette. I love me some blues, and these shimmer shades. Ooh, those look so beautiful. And then I also have the Violet Crazy, which I was sent both of these palettes in PR. So this is a violet color story, and again, beautiful. I like the pop of the yellow in here. It's really fun, and the shimmers look like they're shimmering. These have definitely already launched. If they're anything like the Burnt Forest palette, then I know I'm going to enjoy them. So let's actually talk about some singles next. I have the newest kind of collection from Touch of Glam Beauty. I believe this was maybe like a month ago that they launched these. They're another extension of the Color Me Multi line, so that's why they have these square pans. And I was sent these, and I did create some content with them on Instagram, just some swatches. And the reason I haven't done a video with them yet is because there's a lot of shades, and doing comparison swatches for all of these shades is a lot, especially as I have other things coming in, and I just start to feel overwhelmed because I feel like all I'm doing is picking comparisons and not actually like really getting to enjoy the different products. And I am wearing 2 shades. Actually, I'm wearing these 2 down here. Let me see if I can gently remove it. Color Me Boo. And then I'm also wearing the shade Bloodhound. So I have been trying these, just not on camera, and they are more textured and flaky. They do smooth out on the lid, but they're just a little bit trickier to use, especially if you want to use a brush. Next, I have the Stone palette by Get Stoned, and I had every intention in doing a video with this right when I got it. I have half of a video filmed with this. I do need to do 2 looks, but this is just an all shimmer palette and it's pretty affordable. I believe it's $40 or $45, and I think that's actually really, really affordable for what you're getting, because you're getting just an all shimmer palette that is not $80. There's definitely some really beautiful shades in here. Some of them are a little bit more, not fully squishy, but they're a little bit emollient, so there is a little bit of creasing with this one, but I really like the variety in here, especially these 2 neutral shades. So beautiful. So stay tuned for a video with this. It's almost ready to go. I just have to film the 2 looks. The next eyeshadow is actually eyeshadow sticks, and it is from KVD Beaute, and I did buy almost all the shades except for one. I believe it was on their website, and it's like a dark jeweled green. So I bought these on Ulta and they were on sale, like deeply discounted. They had 2 new shades, those 2 shades being this one, this green one with like a pink reflect, and then this a purple blue duochrome. I did do a reel with this, so if you want to see these in action, check that video out. But these wear so great. They completely set down and dry down, and they don't move. Like, they dry down pretty quickly though, so you have to work pretty fast, especially if you want to kind of blend out the edges. But these are so good, which is why I went ahead and bought the rest of them. So let me know if you would like to see a video on these, or do you not really care? Should I just leave them for short form content? I also bought these Joocyee sticks, and I thought these might be similar to the Dose of Color sticks. However, they are not. Like, not even close. There is one shade that's kind of similar, and they seem to take a bit to set down, so I haven't used these on my lids yet, but I'm a little skeptical, and that's why I'm kind of been waiting for the perfect time to try them on the lid. Actually, it looks like it's set down. It doesn't seem to be smudging, but these are really nice, but they're very iridescent, like very iridescent, and they look super similar to each other. So I'm not really sure what kind of content to create with these. This one is the one that's kind of similar because the sparkles are pretty scattered, but I don't know. I feel like I have to keep layering it, but it's still like a little too scattered for my liking personally. And then the last shade is like a pinky, like a light pink shade right here. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit more. So I do have to try them out. Maybe I'll do like a eyeshadow stick video. I do have some Freck pens as well that they sent over, and I actually really like those. So then I have these 2 palettes from Necromancy Cosmetica that I bought, and they're just so beautiful. I mean, this is a work of art, and they kind of like accordion out like this. And look at this color story. So pretty. There are some shimmer shades, like this one down here is a shimmer shade. It looks like it's going to be a little bit more satin-like. And also would like to mention, I did try, and these are the same-ish, almost exactly same size as the Viseart, which is really great news. So that one was called A Gothic Romance, and then this one is Swamp of Sorrows. I do believe they're actually discontinuing these, unfortunately, but this one is another accordion, and I mean, just the colors in here. And it looks like there is one shimmer in here, so I have not tried this formula yet, but I'm very excited to try it, and I'm also really curious to see what they come out with next, because their overall vibe and aesthetic is just so good. Yes, these are the Cosmic Brushes palettes that have recently launched that I have still not used. So we have the Undergrowth, beautiful, just moment of appreciation. It's a green lover's dream. I mean, look at this, so beautiful. I think there's a really nice just variation of different tones. I do wish there was maybe like one more deepening up shade. I feel like this one's just like not enough depth. I would have loved to seen a deeper brown, and there are like, it looks like maybe a couple of multi-chromes in here, so very impressive. I believe this is like $30, something like that. The other palette is the Neutrals, and this one is, as the name would suggest, a neutral color story. However, we have some multi-chromes. We have a little bit of pops of stuff in here, so it makes it a little bit more versatile, I think. Really love the depth in that one. And then the next one is Cooltrals, and I just love this color story. It is so beautiful. I love me some blues, and I love that there's like some kind of more mauve-y tones in here as well. So just let me know in the comments if you would like to see a video on any of these. Which one would you prefer? Do you want me to prioritize any? I did buy the Gargoyle palette from Unearthly Cosmetics on pre-order. Love this color story so much. And the shimmers are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. I've only so far done a reel with this palette, but I mean, the shimmers so good, and I love this color story. I just think it's really well done. I think there's some really nice levels of depth in here, so definitely I'm looking forward to dipping more into this one. And then the last 2 palettes I'm going to talk about are from Ensley, and one of them was sent to me in PR. It is the Flower Moon. It is the newer version of it, so it has magnetic pans, and I do feel like some of the greens in here are quite redundant, but I do really love the matte tones down here. And another reason why I've been kind of putting off filming with this one, because it's a lot of shimmers to do comparisons with, but I would love to try that one out. And then the other palette is a Groovy Garden palette. I did buy it myself. I got it for 20% off, which I think is a really good deal, especially for this size of palette. So Love the tones in here, like just everything in here. And this one actually reminds me of the Lime Crime Venus XL 2 palette, but 2024 version. So let me know if you would like to see any videos on some of these older palettes. What would you like me to prioritize? Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.